18 minutes past 6 now, and animal experts from the southwest are helping spread a conservation message aimed at saving some of our most endangered animals. In this country, it's an easier task than in parts of the world where the animals are a source of food.
In his latest special report from Cameroon, Richard Payne has been discovering how, with the support of Bristol Zoo, charity workers are educating Africa's next generation in how to stop the killing and save a species.
From the West Country to West Africa, I've come to find out what's being done to save some of the world's most threatened creatures, the primates in peril. An old car wheel calls children out of the forest and into school. The first duty of the day, to line up and sing allegiance to the nation. The head rules with a rod of iron and a wooden stick. Here, discipline starts at a very young age. Lessons are in life skills as much as literacy. Bristol Zoo helps to fund the work of this man who visits classrooms teaching the message of conservation. Not a word many people knew just a few years ago.
What they think they can do is just to cut down the trees and make farms that will be abandoned the next year, to cut down other trees and make other farms. And also burning the bush is like a normal thing to them. So these are activities that's very normal to them. Killing the animals is very normal to them. The people who will not really think that protecting this environment or the environment is something important. All the animals in this area, this was an area where primates used to live before, but today everything has gone. People kill the animals every day.
The killing continues at an estimated 6,000 gorillas a year. If that level's maintained, some species will be extinct in the next 20 years. The only hope is to change attitudes amongst this generation. Imagine children back home as young as 4 walking 2 miles to school each way. Well, these children don't have to imagine it, they do it every single day, and these guys are the lucky ones. There are many more children out in the forest who don't even get to school, and most will finish their education at 12 years of age. Their parents simply unable to afford the cost of sending them to secondary school. They need them out and working. Just 3 staff control around 100 children. Classes are mixed in gender, age and ability. Here, chalk slates on wooden desks suffice, and the donation of colour crayons from Bristol Zoo is a main event. Just down the track from this school lies Mefu Primate Sanctuary, which works with Bristol Zoo to protect more than 300 animals orphaned by the bushmeat trade. And it's these animals the charity Ape Action Africa point towards to get the conservation message across. Art plays a big part, from drawing competitions in the classroom to a model in the sanctuary painted by the pupils. It's work that's paying dividends.
Conservation is important because it gives me food, it gives me life. The forest helps us to have food. We get medicine from the forest, and the animals also need the forest. It is important to take care of the forest because we need our food from the forest. The animals also live in the forest, and without the forest the animals cannot be there. So we need to protect the forest.
With our education program that we are having in all in the schools around the park. It is now making the people to understand and know we have to take care of our environment. Although we need to eat from this environment, we need to take care of our environment also.
And while these children learn to look after that environment, they're discovering it too can look after them. Richard Payne in Cameroon for the West Country Tonight.
Lovely, and you can catch up with Richard's series of reports anytime on our website. And in his final report tomorrow, he'll be profiling the British woman who's dedicated her life to the animals in her care. Rachel Hogan went to Cameroon as a volunteer 10 years ago. Now she's in charge of the sanctuary, which helps save the lives of hundreds of primates.
Sport now, and Formula One driver Jenson Button is preparing himself